Dearly departed, before we get started, shout out to everybody out there. It's your man Vada Fly. Tell your mama I said hi. Shout out to the subscribers, that notification gang, every single one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Before we even get this thing started, rest in peace to none other than Bishop Brigante, King of the Dot, Toronto legend. You know what I'm saying? One of the very, very innovative figures in Toronto hip hop. Was there from the beginning. A lot of groundwork with King of the Dot. Take that mirror down. You know what I'm saying? He passed away a couple days ago, and rest in peace. You know what I mean? Like I said, he put in a lot of work. A lot of people know who he was. He was highly respected in the game, and it's very sad to see him go. So shout out to Bishop Brigante, his family, King of the Dot, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get right into it. The rest of the joint at the end of this little announcement right here will be everything that me and SP had talked about in correspondence to the battles that's coming up, and the T-Rex battle that just came out and things like that. But I wanted to say, I saw / heard, Shayna Ashley, because she's supposed to be on the card versus Av.
I hope so.
Okay. And it's not happening. So I listened to what she said in the spaces, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Casanova, you know what I'm saying? Wild Strong. I heard his space, he played the space with what Shayna Ashley was saying. And
confirm situations just to make sure that we was on the same page in that regard. Once the emergency happened, I let her know I couldn't make the face off because it was an emergency and that I would call her. I wasn't able to call her afterwards because things just took a turn for the worse, and then my availability wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So I wasn't able to reach back out to her. Throughout this time, though, from the time I reached out to her about the face off till pretty much this week, I was intending on battling. You know what I'm saying? I was trying my best to be prepared, you know what I'm saying, writing, rehearsing, doing what I had to do, even with the limited time that I had and the stress levels that I was going through. My intention was to battle. Now, anybody who I've worked with before, Debo can attest to this, Queen of the Ring can attest to this. When I know I can't battle, I'm letting y'all know way ahead of time. Because I'm not going to come to a battle and fuck up. I'm not going to come to a battle half-assed. I'm going to let you know, hey, I can't make the battle. I've done that in the past because I take my performance seriously. I take, you know what I'm saying, the choking situation seriously. So if at that time I knew I was not going to battle, I would have told them, look, I can't do it. From that time I had every intention to battle. I was still trying to, you know what I'm saying, make it happen. As time progressed and I'm realizing this, you can't do this. You can't go in there like this. This is not Shayna Ashley. This is not what they signed up for. I had to come to realize I couldn't do it. And that's my fault because me trying to be fucking superwoman, thinking I could do everything, not fucking seeing the alignment, like, nah, this is not meant to be. I should have just, you know what I'm saying, listened to myself. But I tried. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I sat here for the last couple of weeks, like, yeah, I'm not gonna battle. I'm not gonna battle. I'm just going, I want them to waste their money. I want them to waste their time. I wasn't doing none of that. And it seems as though because the communication was not there, that's how it's coming across, which I could understand. Like I told the boss, I take full responsibility and, you know what I'm saying, and how this came across. I've never been put in a situation that I was put in recently, so my reaction to it and how I responded was different and out of the norm because I've never had to deal with something like this before. You know what I'm saying? Again, no excuse, you know what I'm saying? Just reasonings. Um and again, I take full responsibility. I just don't want the narrative out there. Shayna don't care. Shayna be doing this all the time. Shayna, that's not the case. I fucked up. I apologize. But we not gonna make it seem like it's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why I even told the boss what happened is because I knew as serious as the situation was, I can't just chalk it up to a family emergency. I have to be specific in what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to her. She wished me well, gave me her prayers and everything like that. And I know Hitman knows exactly what is going on because I advised that even though I don't want this public, I know she has to tell him. So I know he knows what's going on. I understand his thinking. Like, even with that, you should have been able to reach out, and that could be true. But again, I this the type of situation it was. I wasn't mentally able to do so. Like, I had mad other shit going on. I had it's a lot. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
She basically really didn't give a real definitive answer because if you don't know, you know what I mean, she's not battling against Av, and she was supposed to be on the car versus Av. She didn't show up to the face-off. She wasn't returning phone calls. Hitman Holla then went public. If Hitman Holla has to go public about you in some battle rap shit, you already know it's gonna be crazy dealings up to the ceiling. So she has to speak. You can't, like, certain people you're not gonna be able to avoid. When Hitman's saying, yo, I don't know where you at, yo, I don't know if they're gonna be on the card, oh man, my event is coming up, but if it
Ask any league owner. They'll tell you. There's no knock to the females, because all of them, this ain't, like, I love y'all. This ain't me. I'm just telling y'all the real. Like, they telling me don't do this for this reason. They show up, don't rap, don't promote, don't do that. Like, they telling me, you know? So it's just a slap in the face. It's like, nigga try to make it happen, and it's just like, damn, like, fuck. You know? I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, I had. I don't know if you had seen the tweet because whenever it was going out, I had added Jazz. I was like, "How fast can you write?" But then I hit the boss, and she was like, "Yeah, it's way too, like it's way too close to it."
Yeah, but
So
then,
I guess
what'd you say?
my follow up question would be, like, if would you ever book Jazz on like a Bags and Body? I know y'all don't have no kind of problems or nothing like
Yeah.
that, but
I tried to book track Jazz for this card. She just had the April 12th thing. So yeah, we reached out to Jazz. Yeah, I had Jazz for sure. She just had the battle. You see, she on April 12th. So she had a battle week up. She didn't want to do it. I reached out to Jazz for sure. I had to reach out to the most successful female battle rapper of all time. I had to go reach out to her. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I wouldn't do this now because I'm out of more money. So I would have had to pay Jazz. You know what I'm saying? I would have lost the deposit for her. Would have had to pay Jazz more money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Av opponent number might change because it's Jazz and a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck how. That's just more money that I'm coming out of. But now I don't mean it. I mean, shit, now, do shit the right way. A lawyer, I got $1 million lawyer. That's just gonna all right, man, she stole money from me. Now you gotta pay. Now I'm gonna make you spend money on lawyers. Just I don't even want no money from you. I feel like you playing with me for no reason. Now I'm just gonna make this expensive lawyer. I'm gonna put him to work now. Hey man, just go. All right, bet she want to take my money. Just go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go to court for a year. Like this dumb. Cause them the try to slaps in my face that I'm getting, bro. I don't deserve a phone call. It ain't no excuse in a world that don't say the nigga who just booked me don't deserve a phone call to just let you know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get it. And I'm just more mad because, like, Bags and Bodies had something good. My first event went smooth. No chokes, no battle rappers, no show, no, you know what I'm saying? Everything good. My second one, I do the female shit. Now I gotta come out to the public and, yeah, y'all, this shit might not ain't happen. Like, on some shit they even told me don't even do. Motherfuckers don't really promote like that. All like, I don't know. That's why my energy was kind of down this last couple of weeks because it's like tired of carrying shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But this was the shit. That's what I get paid the big bucks to do. But I gotta promote. I gotta make every motherfucker be interested. I gotta put all them. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. And sit around, let niggas just collect checks and come rap. Like, damn, like that's how that shit go. I gotta handle this, and I gotta rap, and I gotta be main event. So shout out to the niggas that's been doing it, but man, my patience thin, bro. I take shit too personal to be a league on them. That's shit. They be like, yo, you gotta watch what you say as a league on them. I'm like, shit, I ain't gonna watch nothing. Motherfucker told me don't even go public. Nah, I ain't doing the fans like that. I feel like the fans gonna fuck with me regardless. Motherfucker ain't show up. I feel like my brand stamped enough for motherfuckers still support. If not, I feel it. I give them their choice though. Y'all gonna support, cool. Y'all don't, cool. But I'm gonna let y'all know this battle might not happen. I ain't heard from them. So there it goes. Like, you know what I'm saying? So in this culture, I You just read the room and shit. I ain't never been scared to just speak my mind. All I know, I don't like to be. I just hard. I don't like to be fake, bro. It's hard for me to be fake. It's hard for me to scam or hard for me to try to. I just know. I just try to go by the book, man. When I found out, when y'all found out, I could have easily waited till Friday. Oh my God, she ended the face off. What's going on? Like, the boss tried to call that lady for hellas. I just keep calling the boss, like, yo, boss, what's up? Nah, still ain't heard. I said, bro, well, I'm gonna give it a day or two. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't heard from, I gotta go public. I gotta go public. I ain't gonna do the people like that. A lot of people want to see Shayna versus Av. They say it's a mirror match and shit. You know what I'm saying? Av fresh off um #2 champion of the year, runner up. Like motherfuckers want to see Av. I'm booking Av like that. So now not only you don't come, I don't even get to. We don't even get to see Av back in. You know what I'm saying? After, come on, bro. Av feel like he wanted on bags and bites and keep his all kind of shit. Nah, it's just nothing. I don't know. Fuck it, but shit. I mean, that is what that is, man. We gonna come have a good time. We got 4 battles. We're gonna go up there. It's gonna be in and out. Y'all enjoy y'all Saturday night. Come in. We're gonna go to war. New Jersey Twerk versus Vixen. You know what I'm saying? Suge versus E Hart. Eon versus Gorilla. Hitman versus Hustle.
New this morning, Atlanta police say they are investigating a homicide that happened overnight.
Don't go good. Y'all know I tried. You don't want to give somebody the opportunity to have to say that and do that to you. You know what I'm saying? Because now they have an out. Hitman don't need an out because he provides good service, good platform, good battlers, good motion. Everything be good. Like it'd be fire events. When you have a situation where an artist is not picking up the phone, not calling back, and then she comes out and she's basically like, yo, I got this, that, and the third going on in my life right now, and I get it, you know what I'm saying? She's a new mother, so I'm not gonna go too far, postpartum, et cetera, et cetera. And not just postpartum in a negative way, just having a child changes a lot. And I don't know what's going on with her. I'm from the Bronx, shout out to Shayna Ashley, but the way you're handling this or handled this is nasty work, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got a business. You got Av, who's a business person, who's a battle rapper, he's down because he don't know whether he should show up, don't. He said he's going to still go to support, but he don't want to go to support. He want to go to rap, and you the person he's supposed to rap against. And for you to get to like these BS excuses like, oh, me and Hitman haven't spoke, but I spoke to the boss, and we'll speak soon, and I'll let him know. No. It ain't supposed to be that. And especially when we were saying this weeks ago, there was like a couple week period where people were really like, yo, what's going on? Where's she at? Why she ain't say nothing? And I guarantee you, in battle rap, whenever there's some drama, people gonna hit you up. Whenever there's drama or you got an issue with somebody or somebody thinks they have an issue with you, people are gonna be in your DM. I guarantee you there were people hitting you up about that. Cause I could say something about somebody and somebody get mad and everybody gonna be in my DM trying, oh, Vada, I cannot believe, Vada, what's going on? You got beef with, I ain't got no beef with these niggas. I say what I want, that's it. Shit, God, please. Bad boy when we ride, jeez, the mother student rise. We ain't gonna fight nobody tonight, but it's my life or your life, and I'm a bomb first. But with Shayna, she's got to know, you know what I'm saying? Like you are on the card. To not give no real definitive answer till like a day or two ago is wild crazy. Now he got 3 battles on the card now. 3 battles. It's gonna be a hard sell. And it's because you're not there. You know what I'm saying? You're basically saying, you got this, that, and the third going on in life, and I understand everybody got life. Life. I get it, my nigga. But is you a paper chaser? You got your block on fire. You know what it is, nigga. Is you a paper chaser or what? Where's the battle? But all in all, the battle's not happening. Shayna gave a reason. It was kind of like an excuse, but I mean, it is what it is. Let's get into this though. And only Showtime SP. What up?
I'm here, man.
What up?
I'm here,
What up?
man.
What up? What up? What up?
Therapy session, man. I appreciate you as always.
Gang, 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 gang. What up with you?
Salute to the subscribers and every single one of y'all out there in the notification gang. Let me tell y'all something.
Talk about it.
I look forward to these weekly little raps with you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we get to talk about. We get to talk about raps and rapping. So we got a few things that we need to, get out the well, not even get out the way, but our conversation tonight should be pretty simple. You know what I'm saying? We got the main card that we could talk about. The one night stand. We're gonna talk about bags and bodies, one night stand.
Right,
and then of course, let's get into what we talk about this week. You know what I'm saying? I saw Math.
What you saw?
Do a retweet because Will Smith dropped the album, right? And he had a Lyrical Lemonade freestyle. They showing love. I actually watched the whole freestyle and things like that. And I guess Mav had posted. He said, "Is anybody going to tell him? Nobody going to tell him." And so I think what he's trying to insinuate is that it's whack or that it's corny, and that it's a little lame or it comes off lame. I'm not here to judge. You know what I'm saying? I just know that when Mav got, crucified on Twitter and everybody was, bombing on him, talking about, I saw one tweet where it's like, nigga, you put out a whole album and a mixtape and nobody give a damn and you over here hating on him. I'm like, it's crazy. It's wild. Now, as a artist or as a rapper, getting on those type of stages, getting on those type of platforms is always going to be a look. And that's a great look for Will Smith. I was waiting on this album to come out. I actually heard the album.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So I'm going to give you two things, all right? One, the Lyrical Lemonade was mid. Was it better than most of the stuff on Lyrical Lemonade? Yeah, because a lot of them dudes be trash. Or, you see the on the radar freestyles. It's usually a bunch of people that's doing something wild. It's like crazy. Just not my cup of tea. It's very few, freestyle. Like, it's freestylers that are, or rappers that are going to go on there and actually, like, cook, right? Will Smith was in that realm of, you was cooking. It could have been way, way better. But for Will Smith, I expected just that. I'm not expecting Will to talk about pulling the hammer out and shooting a nigga.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting Will to talk about selling cocaine since he was fit. He didn't do any of that. Right. He's more into the positive, like the empowerment, the family vibes and stuff like that. Or as Bernie Mac used to call it, happy rap. That's what Will Smith's freestyle is. It's just happy rap, man.
Yeah.
And niggas don't want to hear all that happy rap. And I understand that. Now the album, it's also not my cup of tea. It's very mid if you ask me as well. You know what I'm saying? But hey, take a listen for yourself. I'm always going to represent for Philly, but I gotta be honest with you. Yeah, it's a positive album. It's good. It's one, maybe two bangers on there. One of them is with Joyner Lucas. That joint's fire. It's called Tantrum. That joint hot. But all of the other ones is like cool. He got one with Big Sean on there too, and that joint's kind of good. But other than that, Will Smith is in that mid as far as rap wise. We not looking for him. Like not one time have we been like, yo, the greatest rap of all time, the greatest song of all time is Wild Wild West. No, but when goddamn June hits, you know you about to play Summertime. Don't you lie to me. You know what I'm saying? And you did the Men in Black dance. So don't lie to me saying that you didn't rock with Will Smith. It's just, yes, it is a little bit mid. How you feel? Well, what did you see?
Well, I saw the tweet from Mav Hoffa. I saw the reaction, and I know that Mav Hoffa is pretty smart. You know what I'm saying? And in marketing, it's something called leveraging. You know what I'm saying? And what leveraging is being able to utilize resources to get a desired outcome. So Mav Hoffa is very good at using the resource, which is Twitter. Or social media, whether it be through negativity, people calling it hate, to be able to get promotion. When he was doing the Kendrick Lamar, he was on that wave for a while. He would be the only person that was like still outwardly riding with Drake and like trying to down Kendrick and et cetera, et cetera. He knows that through negativity, yeah, they're gonna diss his music, yeah, they're gonna say he ain't good, yeah, they're gonna say his intros is whack. He don't care. He sees past all of that. Like he's one of those type of people that's like all attention is good attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's some people that are like that. There's no knock on him. I don't knock him. I don't feel no way. You know what I'm saying? But I just wouldn't personally be like, going at like he was going at Will Smith. And my thing is, I don't expect anything from Will Smith except for what Will Smith does. I don't expect it. I don't even have to listen to. I didn't hear his album. You know what I'm saying? I've never listened to a Will Smith album like on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I've heard songs. Obviously, I like Just the Two of Us. It's a really great song. He makes songs for families like Just the Two of Us, Summertime. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the vibe that he's always giving me. I'm going to Miami. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the city where the heat is on. Like those are them joints. Nas wrote the record. I remember that. That was a really good song. Going to Miami, things like that. But it's always been a vibe music.
Yeah.
You don't look at Will Smith like, I want to hear him talking about the 30 with the clip and the drum. Like, why would I want to hear him rapping about that? You know what I'm saying? So I don't even look for that. I don't require it. I'm just happy that Will Smith, you know what I'm looking at it as when people get older, you know, they've done everything that they want to do in life. He's already hella successful. He's just having it fun. Just doing it for fun.
Literally
being able to
because.
just play with his talent. Record music, put it out, and his fan base will like it. And if they don't, they don't. But you know, I was like, whatever. But you know, it is what it is. But I know Matt Hoffa, he leverages very well. He's not gonna not use the opportunity to promote himself through conceived negativity. He doesn't care. He's like, you know, oh man, y'all mad at me because I called. I'm like, yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Listen, and it's not even the fact that, you know, I guess. For the people, it's not about the message. It's they're mad at the messenger and not the message itself. And that's, you know, that goes without saying. But I'm gonna say it anyway. He wasn't wrong. He wasn't. He's a rapper. He's a battle rapper. He raps. So therefore, he can give an opinion on somebody else's rap. He can be like, "That's just not good."
Yeah, but do I expect Will Smith to be a good rapper? Like, nah, I'm not. I'm gonna be honest with you. But moving on to good raps. You got T-Rex versus Jay. That guy just came out. What you thought about that?
Yeah, I saw that. I definitely saw that battle. There's a thing that Rex does.
Yeah.
Where he has rounds that could go for anybody.
Most of them.
But it's usually fire, especially when he's comfortable with it too. Rex be Rexing, man. Like Rex is a really good rapper. Rex is nice. We're not going to say that. Now,
very entertaining.
I'm very disappointed in you, Rex.
Why?
He ain't throw his hat, man. I wanted one hat.
You don't get that. Everybody don't get that. See, that's like the strap
It was
in.
Jay
That's like
that guy.
everybody ain't getting that.
Oh, okay.
Nah, he ain't get that. He didn't get that. Nah, they didn't pay enough for that. You know what I'm saying?
Lyricism though, not mad at it. Like, am I looking for a crazy like punchline? No, but when he said
Them setups and them punch.
dog, he was like, what'd he say? He said I had to I sold dope like it was I sold the dope when it was in a drought and I waited for the stock to rise, and he said I had to convince the fiends it was a slow process.
Oh yeah, he said I had to see the dope process. He said I sold coke in a dope project.
Yeah.
I had to slowly convince it was a slow process.
It was a slow process. Dollar to dollar, hand to hand, it was a slow process. I was like,
he said
Rex.
I'm making coke do a yoga stretch.
I'm like, what is that?
What? Like, come on, son.
now, a yoga straight. Come on.
Yoga stretch. He said deer trap. You wouldn't dare trap.
No, what did he say? Yeah, you got caught in the dead trap. He said, now you in that trap. He said, what you think I'm going to do in that trap?
This nigga's crazy.
Rex, no.
Rex is very high. Like I said, he's getting that one round back. He's very entertaining. Jay, that guy, he got an older school style flow. I like some of the shit that he had. You know what I'm saying? The sob, because that's the paid in full. You know what I'm saying? The sob line was fire. And he had some other punches in there. But Rex is just, when Rex getting that one round bag, that nigga said, he said, I'll take your hammer and shoot yourself. Then I'll put the gun in the back of your hand and make you think you did it. He said, I'll slap you, take the gun and shoot you with it.
I'll take the gun out there and shoot you
make
with
it look like you
did
did it.
you with it. Like,
Wow, man.
why, Rex? Why, Rex?
And we ain't even write no rhyme. If you know, like you remember back in the days, right? Listen, hold on, I'm gonna get him right. Listen. This is the youngest old nigga you gonna see, man.
That's a
Don't
fact.
think I'm the only one up here getting old. Do not think this nigga been around some years now. So just know, all them years he get an age too.
This is a battle rap fact. I am older than a lot of you.
Yeah, he just don't look it. He get a year every year too, though, right? So What I was saying was, back in the days, your moms would be like, you gotta eat some grits or eat some oatmeal. That's the shit that sticks to your ribs. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not gonna be hungry out here. Y'all not gonna. I'm not taking you to McDonald's. You gonna eat these grits because you know what I'm saying. You not stopping for no food, right?
Right.
When I say that, the raps, when you watch a battle that you can automatically remember, like you ain't even gotta write no, but you know way better than I can ever tell you. So sometimes it's just certain shit that you like, oh my God, you heard that nigga say the deer trap, I wouldn't dare. I guarantee you, if I told you 4 weeks from now, you remember Rex was like deer trap.
You talking about the deer trap?
Remember?
It's been one full year, and I still talk about how the bullet to knock the meat off your bones. I tend to do that.
Like, come on, son, you got the raps that. That's the difference between then, as we moved from that subject, great battle Rex, because I'm gonna talk about him versus Cass. I want to talk about the old school verse now. We got a bunch of other shit. So we'll talk about let's talk about Rex versus Cass right now. You know what I'm saying?
Do you want to see this battle?
No, because I know Rex will win. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been seeing the performances that Rex been putting on the past year or so, whether it be versus Chilla Jones, whether it's versus Chilla Jones, fucking Swamp, Chess, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these battles, he been wilding, you know what I mean? Out of most of Rex's performance, I haven't seen a Cass performance since he's been back that'll beat those. You know what I'm saying? Like, Rex, he getting bags. You know what I'm saying? Like, he definitely can get a little crazy.
For Rex versus, I think the only battles left out there for him is Cassidy, only because this can be the ending of the rivalry from the beginning until now. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as it was supposed to be Cass and Mook. Now Rex and Mook, because once Mook got out of battle rap, Rex was still here. Rex was that guy who has been here the whole time. So when you say rightfully deserving of somebody that is of that status of Cassidy, is it really a status? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're only going for the name. We're only going for the battle that makes the most sense. Now, would Cassidy beat any of the Rex that we've been seeing as of right now? Absolutely not. I don't think so.
Right.
Even with Rex playing around with him versus Twerk, even with Rex losing all 3 rounds versus Swamp, I still could pick Rex's material over what Cassidy can bring to the table right now. I'm sorry, it's going to just seem like I'm just hating on Philly all night tonight. But I'm going to say this. You can only show me, I can only see what you show me. And Cassidy has shown me that he's not really the best at the battle rapping on the stage. Like, on a beat, different. When he talks about promotion, that's different. Is he going to bring that pomp and circumstance? Of course. But Rex can do that too. And Rex can rap. And Rex can rock. He can rock the crowd. He can actually hold it down. But I think for this battle too, this would be the only Rex battle that I would have to see on the big stage. Otherwise, I'm totally fine with seeing Rex in these small settings.
We know Rex, man. Rex can do big stage. Rex, Lux, Mook, Serious Jones. Oh my motherfucking God. I'm happy these niggas out of retirement, but I'm still the illest nigga on this card.
That's that rib type ball. You say,
oh yeah.
That? You remember
nigga,
that?
them shotgun shells is red and lime green. Cause when I squeeze, it's like a Gucci crime scene. Nigga said, no nigga, them shotgun shells is red and lime green. Cause when I squeeze, I said I'm Gucci before the crime scene. Leave my nigga Rex alone. You don't want none of that shit, I promise you, man. I don't remember none of Cass shit like that. Now the shit that I do remember from Cass be on the mixtapes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The clip that like that shit that I remember his smack freestyle.
Which one was you going with? The Glock?
The click pop. Yeah.
You talking about the Glock rock fistful?
No.
Glock's got a fistful of old pop shit, the hot shit I got a clip for.
Yeah.
When I start sparking, it be barking like pit bulls. Matter of fact, rock y'all when I let the shots holler. Chicks on my cock, they still gonna cop holler. Fiends on my block, they still gonna cop holler. I got sense and that's why I got dollars. I was told to move, I'm old school like my pop father. I was showed the moves. Yes. Why do we know that? You know what I'm saying? I'm with you.
I need to know the battles like that.
He's not about to. Well, hold on. I got you. He said, what he say? The shit I lift up? What he say? The shit I'm lifting now? will knock the nose off an elephant down, like or something like that. I was like, all right, yeah. And I don't remember nothing else after that. But I do remember, wait, what you mean? What'd he say? He said, if my strap got a dick, so that be my weapon game. It hit niggas, so that mean my weapon game. You feel me? Or what's the joy? What's my favorite one where the nigga, where it was one nigga that reacted, where he was like, it's like getting diarrhea. Shit snot happening.
So yeah, we gonna keep it moving.
What you mean? Rex can't tend to do that. He can't do that.
You know, it's profit loss. You know what I'm saying? That battle to even be booked is going to cost way more than it could make. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like at this point that battle could even be worth the investment, honestly.
Listen, I got the perfect way to do it for you, bro. You ready? You ready? Listen, we set it up just like this. Cassidy versus Rex. 1 round. 10 minutes. 10 minutes apiece, right? So now you're gonna get legendary 1 round Rex. You gonna get a Cassidy verse that might be cool, but they gotta do the face off. The money is in the face off.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's how you make them do the face off. Make sure it's 2 months before the actual battle. Hype it up.
Yeah.
And it's just one, and don't even tell us that it's 1 round.
Yeah, face off. No, you can tell us, man. You right. You are right. We don't even need 3. We don't even need. You smart. We don't even need 3. We could use one round, great, and then the face off could sell it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's actually a good.
Y'all hit us up. Listen, what we need, what we ask for, 10%, 10%. You know what I'm saying? We need 10% of the royalty. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty good. But speaking of events and moves and things that's going on, I know Hitman got his event coming up.
Yep, this weekend. You know what I'm saying? We are now about to begin the month of a lot of battles. You know what I'm saying? The first event of that. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was the month of the NFL draft.
That's what you focused on. I don't really care. We got the ring. I'm just waiting on the ceremony. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You keep doing your thing. That's why you're wearing the green. So you gotta look at the landscape of things here. You know what I'm saying? This is about to set the tone. This is one night stand. This is bags and bodies. Right now, Hitman has been on the run with these events for bags and bodies. I ain't mad at none of the events that has happened. A lot of the battles have happened on these bags and bodies events that have went down, or if we didn't know that they didn't go down, it must have been a last minute change. We even know within a week or a week and a half in advance, we already know we're not getting one battle. Or at least we don't think that we're getting one battle. We could talk about that first.
I know Hitman had a space earlier today where he was basically saying that, you know, she kind of like dubbed it. Like he ain't really heard from her. They was trying to talk about Jazz at the last minute, but Jazz battles next week. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is shit. They battle every week nowadays. So Jazz wasn't going to battle that quickly. And, you know what I'm saying? For somebody to be on the middle of a card like that, to just do that kind of move, it's real wicked because it takes a battle off the card. You know what I'm saying? Now, instead of 5 battles, only 4 battles. You know what I'm saying? And Hitman was definitely saying in his joint that the reason why he felt some type of way is because people was telling him not even to do this type of event. You probably should listen. They ain't really. The money is not in males versus females. Let me be honest. The money's not, like, no knock on it, but like, my son's birthday this weekend, so it's like battle rap or that.
Hey, all right? I'm all about feeding the kids, you know what I'm saying? Happy birthday, nephew. But what I'm saying is, right? This the start of battle rap. It's the battle rap month, you know what I'm saying? So we got to start this off right now. For those of you who don't know what's going on right now, apparently Chayana Ashley and Av is not going down or may not be going down. I must keep saying may not be going down just because Hitman ain't heard from her. There's a couple things that could have went wrong, you know what I'm saying? People phones be getting cut off, you know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes the minutes don't be there. You know, I ain't got the unlimited time. Payday coming, maybe I ain't sit there, you know what I'm saying? We also haven't seen, you know, any posting of the flyer other than the original posting of it on her social media play. She might have forgot her password. You know, niggas forget their password all the time. Do you know your iCloud password right now? If your phone got lost right now and you got a new phone and all you had to do was just sign in, you won't remember that password? I guarantee you don't. So that's another situation. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because you're going to look at it and you're going to hit the forgot password and you're going to change it again. Don't you lie to me and don't you lie to me. Now, for this, you know, but I'm more so not necessarily saying that Amber Shayna Ashley ain't happening.
She's from the Bronx, man. It ain't happening, cuz. It ain't happening. I'm from up the hill. I'm from up the hill. Yo, she's not gonna be there, son. She's not gonna be there.
You gotta cue up the Magic Johnson.
I'm not gonna be there.
I'm not gonna make it. All right.
She's pulling a fast one. She's not gonna be there.
She pulled a slick Willie. That's what it's the jack.
Av, if you got something else going on, don't waste your time.
Yeah, listen, you know,
Don't waste your time.
I don't know how far Virginia is from the venue.
Don't waste your time.
You know what I'm saying? You. Now, my thing is though, if Av show up, do he still gotta get the rest? I don't know how that be. I don't know how that goes when it comes to like back.
They don't pay.
But I showed up though. Like, let's say if it's show versus Vada, right? Vada say no, I'm not coming or whatever. But I showed up. Why don't I get my money though?
You ain't right. They'll reschedule it.
Give me the mic. Niggas gonna get these bars, nigga. Fuck that, give me the mic. Hey. Yo, my opponent not here, but you gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Bro, what it's on me. But, alright. But you were saying, you know, they don't get their back in.
Right.
So we know that Av and Shayna Ashley is not going down. So let's actually talk about what we can talk about. Eon Moore and Gorilla Monsoon. Not familiar with either one of them like that. I know. You niggas don't need to be watching these people that's underneath. Alright, well, in the comments right now, show me a good Gorilla Monsoon battle and a good Eon Moore battle, and I will watch both of them right before this event. I promise you.
That nigga lying.
Yeah, I'm not lying. I want to watch this stuff, you know what I'm saying?
He is that one.
People I do know, you know what I'm saying? Alright. Do you know who Gorilla and Eon is?
No,
Alright,
I
that's
don't.
what I'm saying. So
I've seen their names before.
I've definitely heard of them.
You gotta make me watch you nowadays. If nigga don't make me watch something, I'm not watching nobody. You don't make me watch. If it's something crazy and it comes across and I gotta see it, that's one thing. But I don't seek out battles no more. When you 8, 7, 9, 10 years into this shit like we are,
yeah,
I'm not seeking out no battles. Are you fucking kidding me? I ain't seeking out. Why would I seek out a battle now? You gotta be extremely nice for me to go seek out a battle.
In my Instagram,
I'm not doing it, man.
In my Instagram,
you probably got 500 battles.
There's so many people like, yo, watch my video.
I'm not seeking out no battles.
Here's the truth. I probably did watch the battle. I'm just not gonna give you that feedback. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry,
because once I click the battle, right, and I see that the view count is
like 5,
if
6,
I'm the 9th view, you know what I'm saying? I already know that I'm, you know what I'm saying, like it's not gonna be one of them things. But I don't want to critique you, but keep going.
I look at it like this, you know what I mean? And probably other people don't. We only gonna be alive for a certain amount of time. And I don't know if I give 28 minutes of my life to some shit that I don't care about. If it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't care about it and I have no interest in watching it, even sad as it may be, we get hundreds and hundreds of battles. Like, it gotta be some now I done seen and found some remarkable shit before.
Yeah.
Like when I first seen Tex from Trenches. You know, I like his approach though. The nigga sent me a battle like 3 in the morning. Yo, you up? Watch this. I was like, who the fuck is this nigga? Why you telling me to watch this? You know what? I'm gonna watch this shit. And I watched it. You know what I'm saying? Just to be intrigued. So you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people will. And now look at what he's doing. But
I tell you what, Gorilla Monsoon and Eon Moore.
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm watching it
because we done had a conversation about it. Now I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch one of them
because we done had a conversation. Now that we done talked them into relevance amongst us. So now I have to watch one. You know what I'm saying?
They gonna clip the hell out of us.
I feel inclined to. I'm gonna watch it. I ain't gonna hate. You know what I'm saying? I don't know them well enough to hate, so I'm gonna watch it. I know one was on Bags and Bodies. I think they both was.
They both on Bags and Bodies.
Okay. So yeah, the thing is the consistency with the seasons and the releases. Like when they first started, I was like, okay, I was able to see a couple joints. Then after that, I wouldn't know what's going on. So I couldn't keep up with Bags and Bodies. And as good of a promoter as Hitman is, and as good as a businessman he is, the Bags and Bodies shit was the one shit I could not keep up with. I didn't know what was going on.
There is a season 2 that I believe happened, and
Is it out?
I don't think it's out.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how that goes. But anyway,
continue. Next battle.
anyway, but we're gonna talk about Shotgun Suge versus E Hart. These are two people that we know are gonna show up. Well, I know Shotgun Suge gonna show up, and E Hart is also going to show up to rap. Now, who is a better rapper? I feel like E Hart is a better rapper.
Yeah.
I feel like E Hart is a better rapper, but Suge has the performance on top of
all the intangibles.
all the other intangibles. With E Hart, if she ain't got the momentum of the crowd, you definitely gonna lose it.
Yeah.
Suge is all momentum. If there is no momentum, I'm about to make some momentum. Who's gonna win this battle? Who's gonna win this battle?
I'm gonna go in the Bronx because I'm biased. You know what I'm saying in that regard. But let's say that Shotgun Suge. I rock with Shotgun Suge. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. He's very effective versus people that he has effective angles with. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a puncher that angles, but he can angle with punches. You know what I'm saying? Not like punching, but he angles with moments. So let's just say it like that. You know, the way he battles is easy. If he's got one on you, he's going to be able to take that one and turn it to 10. He can turn water to wine. You know what I mean? He does that versus MCs that he has, like, static with. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tax Scammer. I do construction work on Av with a jackhammer. You know what I'm saying? That's when Av was first coming up. You know, Av was looked at as another bigger MC. Shotgun Suge, that was a grudge match. You know what I'm saying? He does the pocket checks and things like that. Now, when it comes to E Hart, sheer lyrical ability, dope pen, great pockets, and can wrap circles around most people. And she's gonna do good in the Bags and Bodies environment because, you know, the crowd is not like super big, but it's big enough to where you can hear everything.
Right.
Realistically, I would pick Shotgun Suge because he'd be able to just impactful moments. You know what I'm saying? You can see me eat, easy. I do death row. I do it easy. You know, he gonna be able to do all that type of shit, and it's gonna still work. You know what I'm saying? Like the great spot.
E and Hart. And Hart is gonna be flipped like crazy.
Yeah,
I'm trying to look up who does Suge battle on prom night. Cause that was
it Coffee? That was a bad. No, he battled somebody.
I believe it was Coffee.
It was a horrible battle.
But that's what I'm saying. So the reason why I'm saying that is Suge versus women
don't usually go good.
It don't usually go.
And they battled Shuni too, and she bodied him. I got E Hart. Man, put my chips to the middle of the table. All in.
No, because you know what's going to happen, right?
All in.
You know what's going to happen.
All in.
Because I was going to go with Suge, because if you was going to go with E Hart, I was going to go with Suge. Now,
Bronx, all in.
Reason
all my chips in the middle of the table, man.
The reason being why I was going to go with Suge is because you went with E Hart, and I was just going to take
Hart, I'm going with E Hart.
But. And you know, and Suge already think that I don't like him, or as far as not like
Suge,
as person.
I love E Hart too.
As far as like when we're talking about stats and statistics, level of care. You know what I'm saying?
What you said with the female battle,
yeah, I think
my chips still in the middle.
I gotta go with Shotty. I gotta go with E Hart on this one.
My bad, y'all.
So let's talk about the co-main event, New Jersey Twerk versus Vixen the Assassin. Did you see the face-off?
I saw it with the volume off. The visual. I just saw the visual. Listen, like I said, remember that same conversation that I said, there's things that I'm just not going to let have moments of my life? That counts, you know what I'm saying? When I seen what she had on and all of that, that couldn't get time out of my life. But I did see some of it because I saw the people putting it on social media and all of that. That's where I first saw it. You know what I'm saying? Because the Twitter.
Yeah.
So I saw it. Twitter going Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So Absolutely. When I seen the clips and everything coming out, I was enamored. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, well, this is pretty interesting. So I went to the Hip Hop is Real, I believe. And I seen her like I pressed play for a little bit before I cut the volume off. When I seen her like dumping, I don't know, all the stuff on the table, prophylactic condoms. I was like, oh no, I'm not doing this. So I cut it off. And now to the battle. It's in Atlanta. I know Twerk lives in Atlanta, so he should be prepared. He does have A Ward. Does he have A Ward?
He does have A Ward.
Here's A Ward. If out of all the battles that he have, the one that he's going to be ready for is A Ward. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can do that.
Yeah.
Vixen's last couple battles, I'm trying to draw a good. Did she have a win? Or I know she battled Nitty. How did that go?
She didn't lose versus Nitty, but she didn't win.
Okay.
I think that's debatable. That I do recall that battle being debatable.
Okay, well that's good. What else? What?
She just battled 40.
Mm-hmm. She beat her, right?
She beat 40.
Yeah.
It was 40, yeah.
40.
Yeah, 40 was 40. I'm trying to find a reason or a couple of points on how I can give Vixen Assassin the win, and I just can't. Mm-hmm. Only reason why I'm not... One of the reasons why I don't think Vixen the Assassin is going to win is because Twerk's star power, his ability to even freestyle and flounder, even if he's floundering, he still can pull bars out of the air, or the way he sees his raps, he's grabbing the bars like Jarvis, and I still believe that his star power and even his, I'm not saying him at his weakest, because him at his weakest he can definitely lose versus Vixen. Vixen can be 100% clean all 3 rounds, and she can easily beat Twerk if Twerk is not clean. But if we're looking at this battle as if Twerk was to be clean, even him getting through all of his rounds with mid material, I do believe he can still beat Vixen the Assassin.
Yeah, because both can rap, both both have, he has a top level delivery, a top level performance, and all of that. Her, levels of that she gets can get pretty high.
Her performance is crazy.
Performance is crazy.
Yeah.
She gets into different, really good pockets of flows. When the rubber meets the road, if we're talking about just sheer talent,
I don't want to talk about rubbers when we talk about this battle because she pulled them Jones out on the table. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
When the car is in the street,
there you go.
His ceiling is higher than her floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has a high ceiling, but she's normally consistent and gets through all of her material.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Vixen gets through all 3 of her rounds. If he brings anything else but 3 rounds, but fire, but she's going to get past them. Because she's got past guys before. It's not like she doesn't.
Yes.
And she battles guys very well. You know what I'm saying? Twerk is one that doesn't really... He another one that battling females. You know what I'm saying?
The best.
He got some losses versus females. You know what I'm saying? So, if I was a betting man, this is probably a battle I would stay away from. You know what I'm saying? Because
it's a weird one.
It's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Then the motivation is the motivation. What is the motivation super there when he's battling? Is he on Apollo next week too?
Yeah.
Who's he battling on Apollo?
He's battling 4 weeks straight.
Yeah, I just can't see him investing what it takes really for her. I don't know, man. If he does it, he does, but a lot of people, when they're in these kind of precarious circumstances, I can kind of like lean the other way. I wouldn't fade him and say he's going to lose, but
I wouldn't be surprised.
Putting no money on him winning either. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those type of situations. Like, if he wins, I'm like, all right, good, great work. But I'm not betting on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just...
that makes perfect... that makes...
Without no hate, you know what I'm saying? I rock what he's doing, all that, but...
I don't understand why any of this is considered hate, dude. We're just telling you what we've seen.
I would not put any hate. I wouldn't bet on it, though,
No. Can it be battle of the night?
It could be. It could be one of 2 things. It could be battle of the night, or man, I can't believe that shit. It could be either one.
Okay, and the main event of the night is Hitman Holla versus Miss Hustle. Why do you have Hitman Holla winning, and why?
Not so much because I'm not gonna play. Like, even though, you know what I'm saying, Me and Hustle, you know, we cool. I ain't got no beef with her. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Shout out to Miss Hustle and everything she got going on. You know what I mean? Let's get to the raps. She get busy, man. Like, she could really bring some aggression to that motherfucker, Hitman. Like, she could really bring it. But what I will say as far as Hitman is he can't afford to lose. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference between being able to lose and whether she could beat him or not. Like, I'm not going to just do that. But I will say he can't afford to. You got an event here. It's your league. It's your situation. And you're missing a battle. You're coming into an event knowing you're missing a battle off the card. You gotta bring it. You gotta bring it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot have a performance on your own league where you are the main event and you're the one that's selling the tickets, selling the popcorn, and selling the event, and not have a good performance against Miss Hustle. Plus, she talked that shit. And if she beats you, what else is there left for her to do in battle rap? That's the top level. So,
the reason why I have Hitman Holla win, well, I'm saying, who do you have winning?
I got Hitman on 2-1.
No, okay, all right. The reason why I have Hitman Holla winning this battle, plus those reasons that you said too. You're the main event. As usual, you're going to be the top of the card.
For sure.
Your Hitman's last few battles have been debatables, if not losses. Right? Like, some would say that he lost to Geechee Gotti. It's debatable. He lost to he lost to Easy, which you know, like, he admits that. But you also have a debatable with Ill Will.
I want to say something real quick. Right?
Go ahead.
I often talk about ceilings and floors for a reason, and the reason why I say that is for this, right? A guy like Hitman has a high ceiling, you know what I'm saying? When I say that, I mean that he can battle on the biggest stages, the biggest cards, and when I say somebody has a high floor, Rum Nitty has a high floor. He can beat anybody on a constant basis. You can put him on any card any week. That's the floor. Any card any week, you can throw him on, give him 2-3 weeks of practice, he's going to be ready to do it. Hitman would never battle at that frequency. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Because everything has to be a situation. Everything is a big battle.
Always.
Everything is a big promotion. You can't get that kind of money on the 3rd, then get it again on the 23rd. You got to have some space in between that. So what I'm saying is, battle rap ceiling isn't as high as it was before. URL barely throws battles. RBE's not even around anymore. You know what I'm saying? The trenches is here. Ain't too many other battles, so now the floor and the ceiling get closer to each other. These leagues that are throwing events, they're not throwing events on big-ass stages anymore. They're throwing them in warehouses. They're throwing them in small environments. Now,
I'm about to say sidebar too, but King of the Dot, rest in peace, Bishop Brigante.
Rest in peace.
But even that's a major hit to King of the Dot. So it's like that. Yeah, continue. Where the ceiling is.
Now the ceiling gets here, and the rappers that are rapping on the floor, the bars get better.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So he's battling people that's going to bring smoke to him. But it's not on big stages. It's not on, you know what I'm saying, these big moments. Your brother's not jumping in battles anymore like that, you know what I'm saying? You know, so when you mix all of that together, the Hitman hasn't got worse. The people he's battling against just got better. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it is. If Hitman has a battle, if Hitman was to schedule a battle versus chess, if the nigga didn't throw up and throw all over the place, he would bring some fire material, but I couldn't guarantee it because you couldn't guarantee he can get through his shit. You know what I mean? So,
when it comes to Miss Hustle, this is kind of one of those battles of what else is out there. Because speaking of which, when we're talking about ceilings and floors, Miss Hustle is one of those floor battlers too. She'll get down there and boogie with a Eunice.
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she be battling chess. She be battling niggas too. It's just
She get crazy on them.
and not only rapping, she gonna get crazy with them too. This is one of them situations where you're now this ain't, you know, no disrespect, but this ain't J that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't Rex and this ain't J that guy. This ain't no small. You're not battling Gorilla Monsoon or Aeon. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a come on, this is Hitman Holla. So you know the caliber of the rapper that you're having, so you know she's going to try to bring it. But to me, the best that Miss Hustle brings is not going to top any of Hitman Holla's performance. Because I'm telling you, those losses, those debatables, even though Hitman might have lost versus Easy the Block Camp, it wasn't like that first. Wasn't where we was talking about it. We had to decide who won between Ill Will and Hitman Holla, and even we was against each other on that. These battles that Hitman Holla is bringing to me, it was a fire battle, but we had to make a decision. So, and Ill Will edged it. But I'm saying this to say this because, goddamn, he had the bullet, and he was the ball. Like, it's very hard to beat Hitman Holla when he's bringing all of the elements, and he's made himself to this point where now he's even made his own platform to try to raise the ceiling, but you can't raise that ceiling anymore because Hitman Holla Bags and Bodies, no disrespect, is right along that same line with the trenches and all of it.
But then you got people on the card doing dumb shit like Jane Ashley not showing up for Av, you know what I'm saying? That takes away
they
from
treat
the
you,
battle.
you know what I'm saying? Then when this ain't that and that ain't this. So for this battle, y'all gonna have to make this battle one of the craziest battles of the night. It has to hands down not only be the battle of the night, it kind of got to set the tone for the rest of this month. And if it don't, Hitman's going to think that we out for him. You know what I'm saying? But we only giving you the stakes that are at. We're telling you the level of stakes that you're at right now.
No, for sure.
I got Hitman Holla 2-1.
Yeah, give me Hitman 2-1.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have no issue with that. I mean,
But hey, get cut down to 4 battles though. You know what I'm saying? That ain't bad. You might be able to be like, yo, go ahead and play. Yeah, go over there and play. You can throw your AirPods in and you can watch a half of a round. You know what I'm saying? You might have a chance and not only that, they have been running a nice tight schedule depending on the time frame. We might be out of there in timely fashion. It's only 4 battles.
right.
It ain't gonna be like waiting an hour and a half, 2 hours for the main event. Hope not. But other than that, what else we got on the docket, man?
Man, that's where we at, man. What else is going on out here?
I believe we was talking about old school and new school, but we kind of just you explained that too when we talking about the floors and the ceilings. That we.
Well, I mean,
Is there any new talent?
Any new talent? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. Like the way it works nowadays, the battle rap and the talent, man. It's like it ain't the same as back in the days. You know what I'm saying? When you had the Briz Rothsteins, the T-Tops, you know what I'm saying? Even like when the Saga and all them dudes was coming up just in their first runs of battle rap, everybody had a different style. Everybody was scratching and clawing trying to get to something. Now, you know what I'm saying, a lot of new guys, they be here for like a year and then they battling some of the top names and all that stuff. So it's like, and then now you got, back then, it wasn't a lot of these pay-for-play leagues. You couldn't just pay to battle Charlie Clips on a random weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the wins or the battles don't even really be, the battles don't even hold the same weight as they used to hold. Not to me.
Nah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong in that same sense. But, once again, we've been watching this just as long as, somebody who's been loving basketball. Like, there's fans of LeBron that only know the Laker era. They don't know about the first Cleveland run. You know what I'm saying? Sure. So we've been here when we saw these guys was the dirty wife beaters, and now look at them with the chains and the cars. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We've seen that, but as of right now, there hasn't been any new stars because a lot of the newer guys, they do sound similar. Like a lot of them sound the same. Like there hasn't been anybody that stood out long enough or had enough star power to keep elevating. Now, is it possible? Of course. But like you like I remember the breath of fresh air when I saw Swamp versus Your Honor, because that was a battle where 2 different styles. They were 2 different rappers. I remember the first time seeing Kid Chaos versus Street Hymns. 2 different styles, and yet it's still 2 different. Like you can see the star power that comes into play. But then after a while, once they get those names or the people who they sound similar to, or I feel like they're who would be the bigger bro of or in the status. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like, all right, if you do drug talk, how many drug rappers do you get to go through until you get to Rex? You know what I'm saying? If you're an angler, how many people do you go through till you get to T-Top? Or like after a certain point, those guys don't make it past a certain amount of people, or they'll just cram all of that same gauntlet, that same Mortal Kombat tower, and they'll do that in like a 6-month time frame. That's not building a star. Like I remember that, like that Briz
Yeah, a lot of these
first
guys.
show off. Like,
There's no tiers. There's no Born Legacies no more. You know, URL's not doing a bunch of events. RBE's not doing events. King of the Dot, like you just said. So you know, the places that used to hone a lot of this talent and help build these careers ain't really around no more. It's just get hot on the internet, get hot in spaces, get hot somewhere, and hopefully, you know, if you got somebody that got some money behind you, they'll pay Charlie Clips to battle you off weekend type shit. It's like,
did you really make it though? Like, you know what I'm saying? But you know, to say that there isn't any new stars. I mean, I got a couple people that I feel like have the ability to become a star if they stay original in their own style. One of which is going to be Dollar Bill. Dollar Bill has a style and that form. If he takes that and holds that craft, it can translate. But the problem with Dollar Bill right now, we would like to see him on a big stage, but we can't give him a big stage if there's no big stage.
right.
So it's like, how can we see what he can do? Another person like King. King won a whole tournament, but we only know King for rapping in the trenches. We don't see King shopping around in other leagues and going other places to see where else that other smoke is. You know what I'm saying? Like Tex, who is a person, his angle right now is this is his 7th battle that he would be rapping up against. All right, but what happens when he's at his 20th and 30th? Like, where's that mystique? People still look at Chess as the young bull because when Chess first got here, he was 15 years old. That is still being looked at in that sense, but you still see a star power once you see it. It's just the opportunities right now. It ain't that. Like there ain't no big stage. Right now, it doesn't seem like there's nothing that's like everybody rapping, but nobody's rapping for something. Like oh, I'm trying to make it to Gnome. You wanting to get on Gnome and wanting to get on Summer Madness, knowing that Rock, Nitty, Geechee, Calico, Rex, Mook, damn Charlie Clips, JC, Young Ill, all these niggas are still around and they can still fill up the card. Your goal was to fight to even be on the bottom of the main card. It's just not that right now. That's it. And you know, but how can we change that? How can we fix that? We need more money. Where the money at in battle rap? They gave it away.
Yeah, but we'll see, man. But other than that, you know, it is what it is.
I appreciate this therapy session, man. Rest in peace, Bishop Brigante, dog.
You dig? Rest in peace, Bishop Brigante. Shout out to everybody out there. You know what's going on. Gang.